One of the commonest questions which is asked to me by so many participants is, what is the importance of presentation in your practice for the patient? Or does it really matter if your clinical skills are good? And today in this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of presentation skills in your day-to-day practice in order to build a successful dental practice. Hi, my name is Dr. Sujit Pardeshi, international speaker, bestseller author, and your practice growth expert. Over the last decade, I have seen so many participants, so many delegates in different courses, conferences, and I have visited hundreds of dental clinics. And one of the commonest thing I have found that people, the practicing dentists, do not give proper importance to the presentation skills. And they think that because my clinical work is good, people will come to me. And I'll tell you what, that is correct. It's not that your clinical skills is not good or whatever, but then remember one thing. Every single plus one adds up to your consultation, and every minus one either increase the friction in your patient consultation, and that can be conscious or subconscious. You or even patient may or may not realize it. But it's very important to ensure that if you want to do a successful dental practice, you need to do a good patient consultation. And successful patient consultation, as I always say, is when your patient is accepting your treatment with minimum time and efforts into your patient consultations. And that effortless, that frictionless consultation can happen only and only if your communication and your presentation skills are good. In fact, I heard it somewhere that the presentation of the content is as important as the content itself. Yes. So no matter how good clinician you are, the patient needs to build that trust in you, your clinic, that this is the right place and this is the right dentist where I'm in the safe hands or I'm at the right place for my dental treatment. And therefore, remember, presentation is super important. It's important for one more reason, because even before you utter a word, patient looks at you from a distance. Then when patient comes close to you, they look at you before you can even greet them. The moment patient enters your clinic, even before your receptionist can greet the patient is going to have a glance at your clinic. And that first wow, if it is not there, again it's going to create that little friction or add something negative. And all these things, if they are negative, you know what happens? It increases the time and efforts of your patient consultation. So what all are the things where you should present it right? The most important is your waiting room and your receptionist. Remember, because that is the first place and she is the first person your patient is going to look at, interact with. And that should be very smooth. And with every single thing which patient is going to look at in your clinic should add that plus one wow, so that your consultation goes very smooth and your treatment conversion ratio goes up because of all such factors. So your receptionist should be presentable. Your waiting room should be presentable. The moment patient comes into the operatory or maybe your consultation room, they should be presentable, clean, neat, hygienic. Maintain the proper sterilization, because people nowadays are, very much aware about this sterilization, the cleanliness and the hygiene in your practice, especially after the pandemic times. So all these things are important. The way you present yourself matters a lot. A lot of people go very casually in the clinic into their casual wears, or maybe that t-shirt or maybe that slipper or sandal. Imagine if a doctor, a professional, doesn't look like a doctor, then who else will? And if at the first glance you do not look like a doctor to the patient, you know what? Patient will have it at the back of their mind that whether I should get the treatment done here or not, whether I'm at the right place or not. And this constantly goes on in the patient's mind. So present yourself properly. One of the simplest way is to start wearing apron. A lot of doctors do not wear apron, and that's not correct, right? So a doctor must look like a doctor. Even if you ask a small kid, okay, how does a doctor look? If you ask, a small kid to draw a doctor's picture, I'm sure it will always be with the white coat. So the point here is, if you do not present yourself as a professional, and you are in, there will be a friction, conscious or subconscious. The way you present the entire treatment to the patient, the way you present the treatment charges, the way you present your success stories, the before and after photographs of whatever treatment which is related to that patient's problem, makes a big difference. I've seen so many dentists just talking verbally to the patient. Now, if in one of the videos I had said this, that when it comes to effective communication, your words contributes to only 7%. So people will not remember what you told them. And sometimes it creates friction afterwards that, you told only X amount and you say that, no, we said something else. And, all these things happen when everything is in the air, when there is nothing concrete in front of you, in front of the patient. So the presentation should be very, very professional. It should be done in writing very nicely. You can use your props, you can use, any of your animations, videos, even YouTube videos for presenting any and every treatment to the patient. In this digital world, you can use models, you can use photographs, you can use whatever animations, use every single thing. See, the moment you start that consultation, it is all about the journey from that confusion for that patient to clarity. Whether I should get the treatment done or not, whether this dentist is giving me the right advice or not. That journey from confusion to clarity will emerge in your favor only and only if you are doing everything right in that presentation. Use the technology, use digital, models, videos, but ensure that you are doing that patient consultation right. No matter how good clinician you are, unless the patient is convinced during your presentation, he or she is not going to say yes to you. And therefore, the presentation of the content is as important as the content itself. So every single element during your presentation matters, right from the moment patient enters in your practice till the patient goes back. Work on all these things so that you can take your patient consultation to the next level. And it will help you to increase your conversion ratio. And the moment your conversion ratio goes up, in the same number of patients, your practice, your revenue will go up on day-to-day basis. And this will help you to grow a successful dental practice. Put your comment in the comment box how important, how useful this video was for you. If you want me to make videos on any important topic or anything you think is a very good topic for my next video, put that topic in the comment box. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Put that notification bell on so that you do not miss any of the content I create for you. Share this video with your friends who you think needs to better the presentation skill. This is Dr. Sujit Pardeshi signing off as of now, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.